For the show that couldn't make up its mind what it wanted to be when it grew up, we have this music that couldn't make up its mind either. Oh, hey, I'm Joe DeGanzik.
I'm Babe Kaler.
And this is Joe and Babe 100. Where over the years we've been talking to people like
Daria,
Lynn Ames,
Dixie Flatline,
Pandora Destrange,
Philip Ashton,
Randy Sokolowski,
Jiggy Haliante,
Jim Versteeg,
Brad Carmack,
Ronnie Kroll,
Meg Sneed,
George Takei,
Nathan Roten,
Gretchen Harding,
Gary Gurin,
Ali Shore,
Don Hamill,
Ace London,
Gina Reed,
Christopher J. Hall,
Annie Lloyd,
Seth Anderson,
Cheryl Vendetti,
Fausto and Mark,
Donnie Rossi,
Mayor Greg Stanton,
P-Flag,
Marshall Shore,
Cat Jim,
Clayton McKee,
Brad Wishon,
Andrew Jordan,
Scott
Michael
Helms,
Weekly,
and many
and
more.
many more if with the music had kept going.
Okay.
Well, babe, how are you feeling for 100?
I'm doing well. Happy anniversary, honey.
Happy anniversary
I'm excited.
to us. As we have fake applause, we have guests in the studio, but it wouldn't be quite like that. So,
How are you?
I'm here.
Okay.
It's it's one of these whirlwind type of events when we're trying to do these shows kind of a little bit different and off the cuff, and we're gonna have a couple of surprises to announce as the show goes on. So
Because it's our birthday, and
it's
we
the
can
birthday,
do
that's
that.
right. You're looking good for 100.
Thank you.
And technically, if we split it up, we would only be 50.
Okay, which is younger than
Which is
what
younger.
my actual birth
Right,
age
and
is.
it would
but
be
that's
older
okay,
than I
'cause
am.
The girl is
So,
cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
You're cool?
I'm cool with
Well,
that.
you're cool. Well, I'm
I'm cool with that.
Well, let's see. We've been around for 2.5 years, even though Babe you have been in spirit sometimes.
Yes.
But you were, of course, on the very first show, which was done in my apartment 4 studios ago,
Right.
3 studios ago.
The original studio space.
That is right.
True.
And today we can look outside. It is a lovely, in fact, there's someone out there. I don't even know who it is. It's a lovely 70 degrees or so here in bright and sunny Phoenix in not the middle of December. It's the, I was on the train going home last night. I'm like, what the heck are all these people doing on the train? I'm like, oh, it's First Friday.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
I was like so out of it. I was doing all my own thing. I'm like, oh, it's First Friday. Ran into a friend of mine. I just love I ran into several people just randomly last night. I just love that. So, should we keep even though we've got multiple kind of things going on today with the show, shall we actually introduce our guests, or should we just keep them in the dark for the next 10 minutes?
No. Let's go ahead and introduce our guests. And actually, we have a surprise guest outside. Dixie Flatline is here.
Oh, really? Does someone need to open the door?
And with a celebratory bottle of something.
Oh, my.
Okay, so
well, why did we do this? Why don't you introduce the guests, and I will go
and
retrieve
do that.
Dixie.
Okay, all right. Well, actually, in studio today, I'm excited because, first of all, I knew about an event that was coming up, but I had an opportunity to meet for the first time some young performers, comedians, members of our community that I'm really excited about, and so I'm going to let you two introduce yourselves and tell us who you are and why you came to see us on this 100. Go ahead.
I'm Gene Moore. Hello, everybody, and congratulations on 100 shows.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
The state of Arizona is 100 years old, and you're 100 years old.
You know what?
A tie-in.
We didn't put that together.
Oh yeah,
Joe. The fact of Arizona turned 100 and we're 100. So
yeah.
hey, cool.
So it's perfect. It
Okay.
Is. It is.
Yeah.
I'm Gene Moore,
Okay.
and this is right here next to me, the lovely, the hilarious Rachel Hinton.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi to both of you. I'm excited about this. And we're here tonight. We're minus one of the other people that was going to be joining us, which is Michael Weekly.
Which do we say his name in the list?
I
we
think
have
you
so
did
many.
say his
Okay.
name
We got it somewhere.
as well, that he was one of our actually one of our first guests as well.
He was. It was you and Michael and me.
Yes, it was us, the three of us. And but you all are here because you're doing the original gay comedy night, and I like that, the original.
It is. We're performing in Scottsdale, which is.
Make sure to talk right into those mics.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay.
Just so that you can hear yourself.
I
loud
want you
and
to
clear.
hear all of me.
That's right. That's right.
See.
You just got kind of sexy with the microphone.
I
there.
know
Thank
they
you.
did
Just
too,
kinda styled
did
up.
it? I know.
I know, and I'm rocking a little bit of a cold, so I can sing Betty Davis eyes. If
Oh.
you want to know.
Ooh.
Scottsdale, Arizona. We're at the Comedy Spot, and it is Scottsdale's oldest comedy club. And it's a very big event for us because rarely in this whole valley, let me just tell you this, there's probably like 12 gay comedians in the whole valley.
Okay.
3 of which are lesbian. And so, in fact, I always say she's a unicorn.
Okay.
The other one is Cass McPherson. I just love her.
Yes.
I don't know if she's fun.
Yes.
But we're in Scottsdale. And it's very rare that a club owner will give the stage over to gays. Maybe 3 of us at most can perform at one night. So this is huge. This is 6 gay comedians, so pretty much 60%. I don't do the math. I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of percentage of the gay comedians are going to be. So if there was going to be a terrorist attack, we're hurting.
Y'all
So-
there, okay?
We're all
That's
we're just-
good.
we're
Okay,
done.
you all are there,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. So no, the headliner will be gay. This is unheard of in Scottsdale or even in Arizona, where they will have a gay headliner and then put an all gay cast up there. So
Right.
Jason Stewart is our headliner. He's been in 150 movies. He was on Will and Grace. He was on Bear City 2. There's a new movie out called Coffee Date that he's in right now.
Oh, I just read
He's in
something
that
on
too, yeah,
Okay.
and he's so funny. And in LA, he's part of the SAG. He's the gay and lesbian. He's ahead of that, so he's very connected. And the fact that he doesn't rarely do club dates anymore, but he's coming and he's starting to do tours. So he's going to start here, and to give us the stage is huge. And the thing about Jason Stewart is. He's a gay comedian, the first gay out comedian that has ever, went out there and put himself out there, and he really hurt himself in the beginning. First gay headliner to do work in Las Vegas at Labs. Mm-hmm. So he's blazing and trailing the ground for us. And so we're just so honored to be on stage with him. And Rachel, is there anything you want to add to that?
I just want to say, Jean's really put it out there, and you have to give the secret gay handshake to get in the door.
Okay.
If any
What
straight
is
people,
that secret gay handshake?
if any
later.
straight people want to come,
Okay,
they're not going to
see?
understand. We're going to speak all the secret inside gay
Okay,
jokes.
see,
So,
and that's funny. While you're sitting right here, you can get all the notes, so you'll be ready to get in there and do what you need to do, a little hand bump or whatever, Dixie,
That's
so
a Dixie
see,
Flatline.
that's it.
One of our guests from got that. Actually, Dixie's been on a couple
A
times.
couple of times, yes.
Once in the
yes.
previous studio, and then once when I wasn't here, right?
Right. Yeah, that was the day that we had
It was
the,
you and
we
that
had
was
the
the like
demonstration on the.
that would have been the one to
um,
video.
Yeah,
with all the
additional. It was
adult enhancement products,
Yes,
Oh my God.
yes.
adult relationship enhancement.
Adult relationship enhancement products is what we were discussing on your
Prozac,
last visit
is that one of
here.
them?
Yeah, well,
Could
you
be.
know, and,
See your pharmacist.
but there were items spread all around us here on the table, and because it was a little different than a 50 Shades of Gray. It was 50 Shades
50
of
fields
gay.
of latex.
Of everything else.
Of gay.
Well, let's try to keep
Yeah.
it Christian up in here.
Okay, right.
I think we've already lost that battle.
Exactly. Again, it's because we're 100 today, so we can
Yes.
do whatever.
You
You know what I
You
want to
know?
do also is let's mention as we've been trying to help him out. One of our guests from Ghana, it was a few months ago, if not was it a year ago. Ace London.
Yeah,
We'd
about
like
a
to
year.
mention his audiobook that he's got. Ace London is a fascinating person who's just done everything in his life. Anyways, his audiobook, Through the Needle's Eye, A Passage Through Time.
Oh.
Doesn't that sound wonderful?
Is it a love story? Is it?
It's not exactly. It's a perspective on planet Earth told from a little farther away.
Oh, you know what? There
And-
was a time in my life where I did drugs and I was high a lot.
Okay,
so this-
see,
Well, I think Ace
Mr.
did a little bit of that
Keep it
too.
question
back
So
in the day, I think that he is,
Yes.
okay.
he
so
participated in some extracurricular activities. And so, anyways, you can get that. You can actually download the first chapter, kind of like the prologue to the book, to the audiobook from his website, london-calling.net. And he, of course, his show is one of our syndicated programs on Q Talk America on Sunday mornings, and I forget one other day that it repeats.
What's his name again?
Ace London. Used to be
great name.
It is.
It's a great name.
Used to be an entertainer of like the longest running show for the troops, decades ago.
Yeah. And he is
He's done
such
everything. We have to have him back on again.
He is such a handsome gentleman.
And he lives here in Phoenix?
And no, actually,
Bullhead
he's in
City.
Bullhead City.
Well, for 2013, that's going to be my friend. Mark my
Okay.
words.
All right.
Ace, we're going to be friends.
Okay. And
That's
he
mine.
is such a gentlemanly queer.
He is.
And I just love him.
Is that the London part of his name
You
coming
know,
out?
or
something
the
like
Ace,
that.
okay?
Very
You know,
international.
Yeah.
I just love
Very,
him. I love him.
So pick up his audiobook. Good if you're looking for gifts for the holidays.
right.
$9.99 at his audiobook at his website, londonnashcalling.net. We like to mention those kind of people. We'll mention some other thank yous and shout outs a little bit later as we're kind of continuing. So
I saw in show notes here you had this thing, and I'm just wondering too, because it's sort of quiet. And when you said you noticed someone outside, I was wondering whom it might be earlier, and it was Dixie. And so
are you? I hear that she brought us something. Is anyone thirsty?
Oh, yes.
see, okay,
Yes,
all right,
Oh, and she
okay,
brought that- You know, I like you.
okay. See,
I
And
like
of
you.
course,
you should.
I like
Okay.
her.
very high end.
You know what? I
These
used to
are
be a
champagne
waiter,
flutes?
and I hated opening those. I was terrified because the one time I opened it, I waited on Barney Frank in Washington D.C. I was
Wow.
a waiter there, and I popped that in his face.
Oh, see.
Well, at least
See?
it's not the one that came over here on my bike. God only knows how shaken up that one is.
Okay, it might be.
So who's going to do the honors? Because I'm always frightened to open these silly things.
Okay, you do it.
Oh, she's
Okay.
good.
I have a towel too. I brought a little
Yeah,
towel
your
from
towel is
from
nice.
Studio A, which is
Oh wow!
not
Okay,
yet complete.
see, and we're going to and pass me those high-end glasses so
Oh,
we
yes,
can
yes, yes.
make a toast here today, seeing that
And we
it
have
is
these
our-
fabulous,
The
you know.
100th anniversary is actually 10-carat diamond.
Oh my.
Oh.
Find any? I went and looked. I couldn't find
Ah, well, we're
Wow.
disappointed.
holiday nail polishes.
Oh dang!
So you got booze and stuff.
Okay, I
And
didn't
listeners,
know that, though.
listeners who may be listening live, be sure that you, of course, can join us in the chat room at qtalkamerica.com, which is how you're probably listening. And, of course, call in at 888-791-9294.
That is so cool. You can have callers call in.
We have
Yes.
a virtual switchboard, actually, that's on this
Oh.
device here.
Very exciting.
Callers.
Yeah.
And, it's we are able to be an entire radio station. This is the week that we're gonna let the cat out of the bag, technically, in terms of we've kept most of our technology a secret. We also have our technology podcast, a live show coming up in about an hour and 15 minutes from now. But we'll give more details then.
Look at you. Okay, wait.
Congratulations, hon.
It's like you've done. Wait a minute. Have you done that a time or two? Okay, a time or two. For those of you who are new listeners and don't know Dixie Flatline, you should.
You need to get to know
you
Dixie
need to
Flatline.
get to know Dixie and
And
the magazine,
it's
which
not Flatline like this. It's
Okay.
not that.
okay.
That's a
And-
great name too, don't you think?
Now, isn't that great?
I'm redoing my last name.
Are you to what?
I don't know. I'm gonna make
Something else.
Okay,
crazy.
but what is the name of the magazine? Because I always mess it up.
Paraphilia.
Paraphilia magazine. That's what you all should check it out. Go online and on Facebook and pull it up because it's quite interesting.
It's actually going to be the last issue we're doing, and then we're just totally going online.
So that's kind of a little
Okay.
sell.
So
you
that's
know,
news.
More
Very nice.
Yeah.
more magazines are going completely digital. Obviously,
Save a
We've
tree.
always been digital, but we're just not.
You're dropping the
do a
print
full
edition.
PDF format that
Yeah, so it's but check it out because it's quite interesting as well. It brings about some
That's enough for everybody.
it is. It brings about
Oh, yeah.
thought provoking conversation and are things that just make you go, yeah.
I think this is the gay handshake, by the way. If you bring this to
Okay.
the comedy spot in your
Okay,
hand, we
see,
will definitely
you
let
know,
you in. For sure.
Definitely.
Thank you.
I think it's very
So we got
sexy
it?
the way you
Made
did
it.
that. Do it again. It was
Okay,
right in my
see,
ear.
it was like,
Do it one more
see,
time,
Even-
Daddy.
see,
wasn't
let's
even a
do it
sound
one more
effect.
Time, Daddy.
Okay, that was for real. That was for real. Okay,
Oh, I just started drinking.
Okay.
I'm such a drunk.
this is to
I'll cheers
to
you.
100.
To 100, Joe and Babe,
Cheers you.
and Q Talk America.
Cheers.
Cheers, folks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Congratulations,
All
you guys.
right.
Good job.
Okay.
Baby didn't clink with me. What's up with that, girl?
Oh, you didn't toast.
Oh, babe.
Oh, you did. Sorry.
Okay.
We got it. It's on.
We
It's
got
on.
it.
It's on
See,
tape.
it's here. It's here. All right.
Do you think Ace London is cheering right now too?
He could
This
be.
is to-
He could
can we
be.
cheer to
We told
Ace?
everyone to freaking just tune in.
Ace, this is to you. We're gonna be
Okay,
friends.
to Ace. Okay,
Ace, to
Ace
Ace.
London.
Ace.
Seriously, you need to
I'm
check
gonna
him
Check it out.
Yeah.
Ace, I'm gonna come have lunch with you in Bullhead City.
Okay.
I don't know
Nice,
where that
nice.
is.
So one of the events that was a major, we actually did a little bit of a celebratory thing about 6 months ago when the network turned 2 years old.
Right.
And that episode we started back, we actually just kind of replayed part of the original episode, but I was combing through a little bit because I wasn't going to make a best of reel of 100 hours of episodes.
Shoot. Why? Why?
Because I got a life,
Okay,
girl.
I was just
What about
wondering.
bloopers?
It's
You
like,
do
you know,
bloopers.
it's like
Well, we've done
have
some of that.
things
We've done a little bit of this. We've done a
We're
little bit of that.
working.
There's
But
no
I
bloopers.
thought-
They're always perfection on the air.
See?
Always.
Yeah.
See?
So I thought that a moment in time from about a year and a couple months ago would be good to kind of play on this because it was a turning point for what our next step was going to be.
Okay.
Was it a breakdown?
Let's see.
Girl, get ready. Some
Right,
kids.
and there are, check out the when you go on the website because everything is all the shows are archived, so you're able to pick up and listen to the old shows, know what's going on. But here, real soon, you'll be able to interact with us live.
It's live.
And that's going to be another step for us.
It's
I
another
told
step.
Joe we're moving on up, just like the Jeffersons. So y'all better
Hey,
watch
we're
out.
moving
Okay?
on up. That's right.
See?
That was August 4th of 2011 at the Second Generation Studio over
Wow.
at
Birthday, August 4th.
Dr.
is my
Dina's.
See?
Oh wow.
It
See?
is.
Right
That's right.
before we launched Dr. Dina's show at the time, which was the first live show that we were doing. And, some people have always, as we've done these shows, us and all the other shows that happen on the network, some people are like, oh, we don't have enough live listeners. And we know that there's always a smaller live audience compared to the podcast, but the interaction is awesome. And being able to have people that it makes us better hosts and better personalities and better radio people because you have to do it right because it's live.
Right.
Even though it's recorded, and yeah, we could clip out a few things, but it was a very important step. And for people who would think technologically, is it really hard to do? Turns out it's not.
Yeah.
You just have to know the right little pieces.
Well, see, it's like I said too. At that point in time, it's just like George and Weezy because we're moving on up and look.
We
at
were
us
moving up
now
all
and
over the
so
place.
all over
Right.
around the city. Here
And
we
how
go.
smart of you to have a reference from an old show when
Okay.
you're going into the archives. It's
See?
you're brilliant back
You know,
then.
see?
It's like you knew.
Joe is the man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. It's like there
Moving on up.
are two charming nerds in my life.
Okay.
Who's the other one?
is my wife.
Okay.
Okay, and she knows this.
I see that on
Okay.
Facebook. She and I,
Right, and
she and I should have lunch.
Actually,
sometime.
she's my ghetto nerd.
Oh.
Okay, and this is my
That's
tech
funny.
nerd. Okay,
Yes.
so and I love them both.
Original
Right.
flavor
You know,
of nerd.
exactly.
The tech
You
kind.
know, it's like and you just don't. People just don't know.
Oh,
it's
I
what
know.
he has done here,
Yeah.
and I feel just great being a part of it and seeing it grow.
No, I
and
mean,
what
I feel like
has
I'm on
happened.
Star Trek. Look
You
at
know,
all this
it's like
equipment and
and
everything.
the thing of it is
Beam
people would
somebody.
have no idea
I had
that
no
with
idea.
what we do, this is how we
This
do
is
it.
how we do it.
You know.
So what is your nerd side though? Because we all have a little, we all have our nerd
Yeah.
stripes. So
Okay,
what would
me?
what would your flavor of nerd be?
While she's doing that, I'm grabbing some
Okay.
sugar.
I would say the thing of it is that most people don't know how domesticated I am.
Oh, you're a Martha Stewart nerd.
Okay, yeah, that kind of and a lot of that comes from being a Southern black woman
Mm-hmm.
and being, a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a great grandmother, a nanny babe, a sister friend,
Sister friend.
those
Tell it.
all of
Tell
these
it.
things.
She's taking us
It's
there.
just But see that that's my nerdy.
The thing that brings
That's
out is
it.
the ghetto nerd. That's hilarious.
Okay, that's
Ghetto
what my
nerd.
wife is. She is just
Like,
like,
what's a ghetto nerd do? Like, what's
okay.
Like,
well,
does she duct tape? I don't know.
no, but okay.
Her
I'm,
bling is
I'm,
fixed with electrical tape.
I'm gonna give you this, and you will. Then it'll bring it all to light. Okay. Black Jewish lesbian lawyer, ex-Catholic.
Oh.
Extraordinaire.
Brilliant.
That's a lot right there. So
Okay.
she's, the Jewish is the chosen. The
Okay.
Catholic is the guilty.
Okay. See.
That's a lot of
You know,
emotions.
and then-
Maybe she's bipolar.
Okay, and then the black lesbian on top of that, and you've got tell me that's not ghetto nerd.
That's flavor.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's flavor.
yeah,
That's
and
just a
born in
buffet
the
right there.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get all of this.
Yeah. I'm from
You
Grand
get-
Rapids, so I know
Okay,
the Midwest.
so you got that, and then
Midwest.
you got me.
Yes.
Mhm.
You got that and me, and then it's who.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a good combination, though, the Midwest and the South. Because people from the Midwest, do you not agree? We're just very nice. We don't want anything from you. We're just generally nice.
It's kind of true.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Generally
some people
nice.
from the Midwest. It's just that kind of like, small town
It is.
USA,
Like,
white
if
picket
you're feeling
fence, kind of,
down- If you're
Yeah.
feeling down, I'm going to make you a casserole. I
Okay.
want my dish
See,
back, but
you-
I'm going to
okay.
make you a casserole.
I'll put my name with a piece of tape
Right,
underneath,
come on,
so
'cause
you
I better
be
get
sure
it.
that I get mine
Yeah.
back.
I mean, we're
Okay?
not really good people. I mean, we're going to complain while we're doing this casserole, but we're going to make it for you.
Okay.
That's what we do.
See, so that's just like some Southern folks. You're gonna be bring me my
But
stuff
do you
back.
find that people from the I'm from the Midwest. And
Okay.
when I first came here,
Right.
the people from the West kind of threw me because that meism, that me first, that the line cutters.
It is a little different.
complaining about
Line
being
cutters,
in
that's where your
line.
mind goes first. is
And
line
I
cutters.
think
Line
that's
cutters.
I like that. I
Cut-
like
and
that.
complaining that they're in line. I'm like, listen, you need to watch Oprah. You need to
right.
get your lives
okay.
together.
Lady O.
Mhm.
Lady O.
Phoenix has, I think that's part of the influence from California.
is
You know
that
what I
right?
mean?
Yeah.
I think it is. It was different. I mean, I've been here since my family moved here in '84, and not that I was really aware of things until I was really more of an adult, but I don't remember that being quite as pronounced
Right.
until really the past 10, 15 years, maybe.
Yeah. But it's different. You feel people, they're different from the LA. They're not wrong. They're just,
Right.
It's just a different.
And-
they don't like to stand in line.
And Phoenix has also, I think, part of why some people just don't get Phoenix perhaps is it's become a bit of a melting pot. Not quite to the point of
Sure.
New York, but there are so many people who move here.
Right.
There's a lot of transients. They come here for something, then they leave or they stay. And it's Phoenix it's interesting to watch Phoenix grow up. I wish it would grow up a bit faster, but then again, everything takes its time. I wish this whole network would be able to grow a bit faster, but again, it has to take its time. Actually, one of the people who is going to be launching our new show, More for the Youth, he's going to be calling in at some point this hour, Miguel, from the new show that, again, I don't get this name, but it's apparently with the Latino LGBT world. What's the T?
Right.
Is the question to ask, like,
Oh,
what's
no.
up? What's
That's
going
gonna
on? And so anyways, he was telling me, he said, it's good that you guys are just taking your time and doing things and not rushing it. And that's pretty much what we've done. It's been a process of discovery.
Right.
So, all right. So we know that we're going to have some people calling in. If you're listening, please do call in. We know we have some guests calling in the next half an hour or so.
Right.
But why don't we, for a moment, we'll do some housekeeping and let's let the cat out of the bag on the surprise for 2013. We've been hinting about this. We've also hid not behind our microphones, but we've
we
for
were
those of
sort of
you-
kind of in the closet,
Sorta, kinda with some
because
things.
you couldn't. Yeah, some things
couldn't-
were going on, and
you couldn't really.
You knew you could feel it, but you
see-
couldn't really
yeah.
see it. So
I'll let the cat out of the bag
Go
pretty
ahead.
easily. So for those of you watching us on YouTube,
All
this is
right.
the first time we've ever done this video-wise. For those of you listening live, we are actually recording this on a dual camera setup in the studio. Premonitions of things to come.
see,
Mid to late January, Q Talk America will go from just being radio only to having full video streaming and video archives of most of the shows. 'Cause Pandora and Olivia aren't quite sure what to do with the drag show. If they may need to continue the radio thing for the the radio drama theater kind of thing,
Right.
unless they all get done up, for their show. But anyways, we will be on Ustream, I think, to start, and we're going to take some baby steps, but we're going to have multiple cameras, so it'll be easier than what you're seeing right now. We'll actually have cameras so we can actually focus in on everybody. And that's our next big thing.
So we're still climbing.
And
I had to think of something to come with that.
It's the
after that,
Jeffersons,
moving on
right?
up, but we're
Oh,
climbing.
tell
Okay,
it.
that's
Take us
like
to church.
yes,
And-
that's
and-
it.
Yeah.
And this time, video will
Bishop
not
will-
kill the radio
You
star.
start okay,
You need to
right?
have some sexy people on here. Somebody without their shirts.
Okay, see, stand in the corner. Well,
Hello.
Well,
just
the
take us
porn
to
show
that
that we
and
had a
talking
few months
about,
ago,
That's
you
what I
know.
was going to say. And
Who
it
did
was
you
on a
have?
day
That's
that
it. Now, that is
I was
interesting.
not here.
They weren't performing live,
Did
but
y'all
they were
get
hot.
herpes? Did you get
And
herpes?
no, but Joe was here and he did that show sans me,
All right.
and so I didn't get
What
to
happened
see,
on the show stays on the show.
Right, right.
Right.
Who was here? Can you say who
Well,
was here?
well,
Was
Yeah,
it
it was
Yeah.
Philip Ashton and Jake Woods, both former gay
You know what?
gay twink porn stars.
I know
Yeah.
Jake Woods. He's
Yeah.
very, very. You know what I like
They're
about
actually
Jake
both
Woods?
really nice guys.
Very nice. And I have a podcast show, and he was on there, and he was on my very first one. And
What is your podcast, by the way?
it's Ernesto Ortiz, and I don't know. You guys know
I
Ernesto?
know
Yes,
Ernesto.
Oh, he's my
See?
good friend.
Is it a more of an LGBT podcast?
It is. It is.
Then you
because
should
we're-
be on this network.
We're two gay comedians, and when we go out and we do our comedy, the club owners tune it down. So we
Yep.
needed a place
Yep.
or a venue to be gay.
Well, you
Right.
guys come on in here, and
See?
we're just gonna
What?
we're taking everything
See?
over.
Do I have to take my shirt off? 'Cause
Okay,
I'm
okay,
fat.
see, see,
I was counting
see.
on radio.
Okay,
really, to tell you the
see?
truth.
This is our thing of discovering other podcasters and
No,
things
we
see?
and bringing
and
them
Jake
into
Woods
the
was
fold.
on that show, and he is a delight. Let me tell you,
He's fantastic.
He is somebody that is.
Was he on
entrepreneur.
recently?
He was. And
Okay,
he's an
that's the
entrepreneur.
one that he was.
Oh,
Okay.
did he say-
I was
Uh-huh.
no, I
Was
was
he
trying
bad?
to
Did
figure
he
out.
say anything
He
bad
said
about it?
no.
we were trying
He
to
said he
figure
was
out who he was.
who he was on.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was our
Yeah,
show. Yeah, it was
see?
our, and he's entrepreneur and he gives back to the community. And
He's
a
really
business-
great.
and he's
He's a
young.
great
and let me
guy.
tell you, there's a thing in the new young gays. It's very very different because they don't like to give back. They're a little bit selfish, like all of
Mhm.
America.
Right.
He's not like that, and
Like the entire universe.
he has that
No, I'm
connection.
kidding.
He's from the South. He's from Georgia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
he's from
Yeah.
Georgia.
He's got some religious guilt that
See,
he grew up with.
okay.
That
Very
drives
nice
to
guy.
get
Okay,
back forward.
Southern Baptist down there.
And
I
get
think
you.
the guilt must have gone away when he was
He owns
naked in
his
front
own
of cameras.
business. He owns his own business
Yeah.
too
Cool.
with the t-shirts.
Really great
It's
guy.
called One Rung, and
Yeah.
and Steve, I think is his business partner,
Mhm.
and they are the nicest people ever. I love them.
Cool.
They were very nice.
Yeah.
Take that back around to and talking about people and who you know and talking about
Ernesto.
Ernesto. Let's
I
go
love
again
him.
and talk about what you all are doing and what you've got coming up.
Thank
so
you,
Thank
yeah.
you. Go ahead.
Rachel, you go ahead. I talk too much.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, I don't really have anything else coming up besides the comedy show.
Next.
So I'm,
No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
seriously though, I'm brand new to Phoenix. I moved here like 4 months ago, and I hadn't
Well,
started.
congratulations.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest. I moved from the Bay Area. I was prepared to hate it. I was just like, I'm not gonna like Phoenix. Phoenix is great. Phoenix is
Yeah.
great, especially the LGBT community here.
It's very
awesome.
professional.
Very
it's very
awesome.
professional. And like even our gay show, I have been contacting every gay organization,
Mm-hmm.
every person, and they've been so helpful. And they're like, I say, can I get in? Maybe get 5 minutes, hand out flyers,
Yeah,
talk about our show because this is such a unique thing. On December 13th,
Right.
there are 2 shows at 7 and 9. Now that 9 o'clock show, Lord Jesus, I'm gonna need you to come on and buy those
see?
tickets.
Okay.
Because that's a hard show. We're not filling that. We're not selling it. I think right now we sold 6 tickets.
Okay.
So I really,
TheComedySpot.net.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the show notes.
yeah.
Go there and pick up about 100,000 tickets for your friends.
God bless
Okay,
you.
see?
And a shout out to Sean Dillon. He's the club owner there. And I'm telling you, because I've worked a lot of clubs, he is not like that. He's like, you come in there, you have to be funny.
Uh-huh.
I don't care what
Yep.
you are. You have to be funny and earn it. And so that's what the focus is about being funny and not about being the gay. But Jason Stewart, he trailblazed that so that Rachel and I could go up and do comedy. And let me tell
Because you don't want.
exactly.
Okay.
Hello.
See?
I need not to be said. But you know what? When we're doing our comedy, and Ernesto does this, you're doing your comedy. As soon as we mention we're gay, you feel that energy
Yep.
move.
Okay.
You feel that energy, and you have to earn it back.
Right.
It's hard.
Okay, it's like
It's hard.
It's shifting it. It's like
And it's
no matter how
2012.
no matter how you try to get it in there and put it
No,
in there,
it's
and I
crazy.
tell people that all the time because in addition to this part of my life and being involved in the community, I do work for the ADL and doing programming out there and facilitation with the Anti-Defamation League, and you're talking to people and doing, stop the hate and anti-bullying and, equality issues. And then I say, and my partner and I just, or, or my
You watch
wife
your
and I,
pronouns. You
and
watch
it's
your
like you
pronouns.
see what's happening. We've got a caller.
We
Ooh,
do. I think
okay.
it may have been that first name that you read off the list because I'm looking at the area code. So caller area code 520, you are on the air with Joe and Babe 100.
Okay, code 520. Is that what came up?
Who's this?
This is Dario. Congratulations,
Oh,
Joe and Babe.
wow.
It's Dario.
Oh, Dario. How are you, love?
How are you guys doing? I'm good.
We are fantastic.
Where are you calling us from?
I'm actually in California right now. The only thing is that I'm calling you from my assistant's cell phone, and her area code is 520.
Ah, because
That's
I know
the
you're
reason
from
I
Tucson.
called. Yeah, I'm actually from Tucson, born and raised, and so is she.
Wow, cool. I was thinking about that when we were going back to people who had been on the show, and I was really excited to talk to you because you made such an impact on in the following that we saw that you had during your time on the air with us, but also during that Pride event. And it
That's
was
right,
just
Tucson
like
Pride. They loved you.
They loved you. Everybody just loved your little
Aw,
cute
thank
self.
you.
That's because you cute. That's
Dario
what that
is cute.
Aw,
He is totally
thank you
cute.
so much. That's so sweet
You
of
have a girlfriend.
I remember
I
the
know,
show.
but I
You were
still
there.
like
How did you
boys.
like the
Okay.
show?
So Dario, what's new? What's the latest?
Oh, God. Everything's so crazy. I'm so busy right now. I'm sure you guys have heard already that somebody decided to give crazy old me a reality show.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh.
Congratulations,
I don't know how.
honey.
Thank you so much. We're really excited about it. Everybody at Dario Incorporated is super excited about it. I still don't know why they want to see me on television, but I'll take it.
Take it.
And,
Okay.
We don't know if they want to see us on TV either, but we're doing that in January.
Okay.
Congratulations. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about you guys' podcast and people being able to view the shows live on YouTube. And
That's right.
I'm really, really happy for you guys.
Yeah, we're actually
really
this
happy for you
this particular show is the first one that's it is being recorded on video, so people will be able to see this one on YouTube, and then we'll be live video in January.
Right. Right.
Fantastic.
So
you
when
guys
do-
are just, doing...
When did your project
ahead, sorry.
begin? When does your project begin? When does this new reality?
We started shooting the reality show, I want to say 3 weeks ago, and it was very difficult at first because you have to get used to living with 4 cameras.
Mm.
They're at my house 4 days a week, and sometimes they
Ooh,
show
my
up while I'm
God.
still sleeping.
Oh wow.
And,
So you know all
and
those.
you have to get used to it.
So you know all those reality TV
sorry?
shows are so much about like the editing and stuff. So have you figured out who the editor is so you can suck up to that person, make sure they
Yeah.
like you, and like present you in the most
Right.
flattering way possible?
Let me let you in on a little secret. They've actually offered me the show 3 years ago.
Oh.
And for 3 years, I've been turning down networks and turning them down because I wanted editorial control.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
here we are now, 3 years and 7 months later, and I finally signed a contract
Wow.
with a production company that allowed me 87% control over the entire show.
Okay,
That
so
is
you
smart.
work
That
it.
is
You
smart.
work
Yeah.
it, honey boy. That's what you do.
Fantastic.
You let them know. Okay, don't play when it come down to. Okay, have control.
No, I'm not trying to act difficult or anything, but I've sold 1 million records. I deserve a little bit of control over my own career. You know what
Okay,
I'm
that's
so.
what I'm saying. I would say so. And besides that, you cute and you coming on up in the world too, and you ought to have right. Okay, baby, that's it.
saying?
Well,
Thank you so much. But thank you so much. It's crazy. One of the producers actually came to me the other day and said to me, Dario, please don't take this the wrong way, but your kind of crazy is what we love on
See?
television. And I said, how dare you?
Okay, see, that's why we get along so well, because crazy know crazy. Crazy like crazy do. That's it, honey. But when you come back home and you come this way, be sure and let us know, because
Yeah.
we'd like to hook up with you. And be sure, feel free to call us at any time, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And again, congratulations. You guys look amazing for 100 episodes old.
Okay.
Thank you, Dario.
Thank you. Have a great Saturday, dear. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See there?
And
Good things happen for
things.
good people.
That's right.
You know?
Look at Rachel's purse. This
Okay.
is the purse of many colors.
Okay,
Look at-
actually-
This is the Dolly Parton purse.
Okay.
That
Come on,
is.
look
It's
at
sort
that.
of cute, though.
That's right.
It's cute.
This, I know
Fashionable.
you're a lesbian for real.
Okay.
Because this is
It's
not,
fashionable.
That's
This
made,
is
that's
not
made
cute.
out of Argentinian bus seats.
This
I'll
looks
have you
like
know.
this
Okay.
is like two boobies,
See?
and this looks like tassels.
That's funny, though.
you
You
couldn't
say
take this
that.
person to
Okay.
church. This isn't Christian.
Okay. But
Well-
you know what?
I get a lot of compliments on that purse. I will not
I
apologize.
know, I was gonna
it might
say.
be the ugly, like I don't know what else to say, so I'm going to compliment, but I'll take it.
Has a gay man ever said it was cute? Has a gay
Okay.
man ever said it was cute?
Ooh.
The
Ooh,
lesbian friends
okay,
of yours.
see,
Oh, I love
ooh.
you, Rachel. Let me move into your house.
Okay. See?
I could put a cat in that purse.
Okay.
Please, come on.
When do we go get the U-Haul? Okay,
Yes.
is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
that's
know
all right,
lesbians
see?
move fast like that.
Okay,
So-
I
know
have
they
never
do.
in my life met a lesbian without a bad knee or a U-Haul truck contract.
Okay,
Come on.
see,
So we've got.
we're going to do stereotypes now, Gene. You want to go there?
we have another caller.
We do. Remember,
Okay.
I was talking about the new show that I couldn't explain because I'm
Right.
we have one of the hosts of that new show on
So
the
they can
line.
tell us
So they
for
can
sure
actually
what's
we can
going
get
on.
it directly from
Okay.
the source.
All right, let's go
So
for it.
Miguel, otherwise known as DJ Image, welcome to Joe and Babe 100.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Congrats on your 100th show. I'm very excited for you guys today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So what's up?
It's funny, I'm trying to get used to this little delay, but I think I could get through this whole conversation with you guys.
We're working on it. We're working on the technical stuff. Yep.
So tell us. I want to know the tea.
So our show.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Tell
what's
me about
the
it.
tea is our show that we're starting here in January 3rd. That's a Thursday, and we're going to do a lot of different things. It's going to be exciting, and I want to direct everybody to our fan page because we're going to have some sound bites, some previews on there that we did the other day, and it's going to be a crazy show. I'm going to give some people a run for their money there at Q Talk America.
Okay.
Well, good.
All right.
What's one or two of the example of like the segments or whatever you guys are gonna do?
Well, there's a lot of different things we're going to do, but one of them is going to be we're going to do some funny comedy, crane calls and stuff like that, or send some people out in the street and do a lot of comedy stuff as well with music and celebrity gossip. We're going to also hit up the community and get some people's stories of their coming out stories. We're just going to, a lot of music stuff as well, local talent. We're going to get a couple of people that sing, and we're going to turn it into this contest where they're going to get to perform live and open up for one of our events, being that I do a lot of events and work for radio, and I'm a known DJ in downtown Phoenix.
All right. We're excited about this. This will involve a lot of the youth in the community, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're going to do a lot of stuff with the community.
It's really more angled actually at the youth, I think, right? And the Latino side, is that right?
Yeah. When I first heard you say that, it made me laugh. I was like, I listened to you guys' show, and I remember the conversation we had, and I was like kind of nervous to say it, but I was like, your page is white.
Okay.
It's very Mexican.
You know what I like that it appeals to me
And
is
then
the coming out
I
story.
think it was,
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, I said, you know what appeals? My name is Gene Moore. Hello, DJ Image. Hello.
Okay, see?
You don't see
How
me,
you
but
doing?
I am Mexican. I'm half Mexican, half English, which means bad teeth and no ass. But what appeals to me, what
Not
you just
true. Some Mexicans have some beautiful assets.
Assets, go ahead. I caught that. Okay, you go.
the thing that appeals to me though is the coming out, because that belongs to us, and
Right.
it's so
Yeah.
every coming out story is so unique and so interesting. I mean, hats off to you. That's big.
Yeah, to take that
Yeah,
on.
for me, it's going to be very, very important on my show that we do comedy and we do the celebrity stuff and we do music and all the stuff that we love to do, but also to hit the gay community and start doing stuff there not just with my show, but, stuff where we could do with Q Talk America, where we're interacting with the community and hearing more of these stories, because I went through a hard time when I came out, and there's many, I feel like there's a lot more and more people coming out, younger and younger every year, so I could imagine the stuff they go through.
Right, and and that takes us back to and people giving in the community and giving back and at things that are going on and the new things that we're bringing to the network. But the fact of that Joe and I met through
1 in 10,
1 in 10, which was previously Valley 1 in 10.
That's right.
As I was a youth coordinator, and he was a previous youth member.
Oh, really?
And
Yes.
so that's how we connected in
June
the community.
1998.
So how
And,
old were you when you came out?
12. No, I'm just kidding. What was that? I don't know, like 21. I think
Yeah.
I was 21.
Yeah, you were about 21 when
Wow.
you came into the program, and that's like,
Yeah, I bet.
but just looking.
Yeah, when I came out, I was about 18 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, and but we know that more and more youth are coming out younger and younger and still being involved within the community. Myself, I see that, and that's one of the things that I am impressed with you all with doing this. Is it's not only are you giving back to the community, you're being actively involved in the community. And for all of you that know me, you know how important youth are to me. I love the youths. The babies are very important to me, but it's also about that education and that outreach. You know, it's like we've got to continue to do that, and we need to do it in our vein, in our way.
Right. And do you know how lucky you are to have a support group coming out? I mean, does that mean then that you were able to bypass all of like the negative components of coming out, like going through the drug phase, sleeping with a lot of people?
Well, sleeping with people can be fun, but I've done my thing, and I talked about this ad nauseum, but the only real negative coming out issues that I've had is with my own personal family, and that's a whole other story. But otherwise, generally, things have been good. And I'm my own person. I've never touched drugs and all that kind of stuff.
But that's a lucky thing to have a support group when you come
out
when you're young,
it's
because
important.
You don't have your self-esteem, and so you look through others, and that's why we get into a lot of promiscuous sex and into the drugs. And so if you have that, were you able to bypass that, or did you still go through that phase?
I didn't really go through a phase because I'm just weird. I'm just me. I'm a nerd. I'm Joe. That's it. So I didn't go through that. I've just never. I wanted to meet people and have that and had that support group because I knew that my family wasn't going to be there for me.
It's very smart.
But at the end of the day, it wasn't that. And
yeah, we knew you were coming. I knew you were coming. I just didn't know when you were walking in the
show.
Well,
along with Clayton Mickey.
I was driving around Central Phoenix, and though I was trying to get her earlier, I was detained by something else. But I just heard him talking about young and Latino.
Okay.
So it made me
Did
stop.
that perk your ears up?
I just turned around. I flipped a bitch on third and just came right back.
Hey, Latino on the phone.
See.
I have no.
And going back to that, what he said earlier about that acid.
Okay.
If you guys want to add me on Facebook.
Go ahead.
I'm on DJ Image's Facebook. It's DJ Image. I got my fan page, and I got a lot of shows and a lot of things I do. So if you guys could go ahead and add us on our fan page, What's the Tea? And
What's the tea?
But yeah,
What's the
go
tea?
ahead. You were saying about Latinos.
I love it. I love that. That sounds good. What's the tea?
It's a whole new thing for us.
I know. I like
it's
that.
the boldest new thing we've done
Have you
since
ever heard
the show.
Oh, it makes me feel old that I don't know.
Sorry, have you ever heard of that? What's the tea?
Yeah.
That's
I like it.
That's an old term that's coming back.
Right. Exactly. And see, and it's like
yes, and I'm
bring it back and bring it new. And that's what we're all about here on the network.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right. Well,
'Cause
DJ,
that's the way we roll.
Dictionary.
Okay? We roll like that.
Babe, you just became Miss Ebony.
Okay, quit. Just right then. Did you see
At
it?
that point, Babe just became Miss Ebony. You can't have old school without new school.
See? Did you see it? Did you see it?
Well, of course
You saw
I
it,
did.
did you?
I can see
Okay,
it.
see?
Are you paying attention to the music these days? That's what it is, old school and new school, and that's how I'm going to do it, being that I love music and focus my life around music.
Just skip middle school.
Yeah, see, that's it. That's it. Well, thank you, dear.
thank you so much.
Thank you. And I can't wait until the first of the year.
That's right.
You know?
January
And,
3rd, Thursday is the launch of that show.
Okay. So congratulations.
And we're going to do some video stuff too, so you guys could see our beautiful faces.
Okay.
That's right.
We all going to be pretty.
We all gonna be pretty.
We
That's
won't
right.
be coming into the studio looking like we normally look sometimes. We'll have to be trying to look a little bit prettier when I come up in here, okay? But
No
that's
more,
okay.
no more.
No more
All right,
sweats.
so y'all guys, thank you for having me on the show. 100.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
Many
you
more
so
years
much.
to come for you guys.
Right. Have a great Saturday,
All right,
dear.
thank you.
See,
You
things
just
happening.
never know.
Okay, so
you just
you just don't know.
never.
So you just stopped. You heard what's going to happen on the Joe and Babe
You
show.
never
Okay.
know.
You never watch out because you never ever know. Where did that one come from?
The same show with Gina Reed.
Was it?
Yeah, it was at the end of the show. Yeah.
Wow.
I was searching for
okay,
that
I was
last
like,
night.
oh, that was me.
You were like,
Okay.
what was up with that?
That was that. What was
Since
up with that?
Clayton's here, shall we open the other bottle of champagne now?
Hi, Clayton.
Oh, my God.
Hi, can I say hi? I'm Gene Moore, and this is Rachel.
Hi, Rich.
Hey,
I'm Clayton.
nice
Nice
to
to you. How are you?
He's from the show with Clayton McKee.
He's big
He
and
is the
sexy.
show
He's
with
big and
Clayton.
sexy.
Okay.
I know.
You're just gonna come in the room all big and sexy
See,
like
okay,
nothing.
look,
Hello.
okay.
Hello.
See?
Why can't I built this studio so I
He
can
did.
All right.
Okay,
All right,
see,
we're working.
just watch on
I
it.
gotta
Look
get
at
a
that.
beverage.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But stand by.
Well,
Okay. All right. See, we knew it. I knew it. Earlier I said I'm going
knew
through
he
show
was gonna
notes, and
say,
it's like, okay, so
Mhm.
does anybody think will Clayton and Marnie show bomb us again?
Mhm.
Okay, and here he is.
So
Yes.
I want to do some because we're about 10 or so minutes
Clayton,
left.
you didn't shut that refrigerator. Oh, there you go.
There he goes. Yeah. It's
I love
Studio A,
tattling.
the other side. No one can see it from the camera angles right now, but we have another
Nice view
area
of the
that will.
courtyard here.
Yeah, exactly.
See?
It's great
Yeah.
because we
Moving
can
on up,
see
you get your
Okay.
outside,
See?
and eventually there'll be like a live studio audience over there in the green room,
Oh, that's fun.
the future
Yeah.
Studio A, basically.
Since
that
we're
we'll
in
have.
Studio B right now, we have.
So
yeah.
I wanted to throw some thank yous out there because, I mean, even though this is actually not our last Joe and Babe of the year, we'll be back next week with, who
That's
do
how
we have
you do
next week,
this.
actually?
Okay.
Babe, who do we have next week, actually?
Actually, we
Tony Oso, right?
yes from and the Devotion,
Devotion Project.
right? And so the Devotion Project is amazing. I went on, and there is a series of video documentary short type films that he's put together. Everything from coming out stories to a couple that had been together for years and one couldn't get in and visit the other in the hospital, and bringing up issues that are relevant to us today, but did it and shot it all on this very low budget, but it is amazing. So you should check it out. He's going to be on air, and of course, everybody needs help with everything at this point in time, and he's trying to get some funding for this as well. So are we here at Q Talk America, and
That's
I threw
right.
that on out there anyway. So
But I think the stories aren't just meaningful for the people that can see it and be like, oh, that's me. Like Gene and I were talking about, like, from comedy too. Like, we want to get up there, and I think it's hard for me sometimes to not be angry. Like when people are just
Okay.
dumb, to want to,
Right.
like, I'm very political. Like I just want to be like, when I say I'm gay and I feel the audience change,
Right,
like
right.
I want to go off. But Gene and I were talking, and it's like, what gets people on your team, what sort
Yeah.
of changes people's minds is when
It
I get
does.
up there and everyone knows I'm gay, but then I kind of talk about my mom in a way that straight people are like, oh, that's how it is with my
Right.
mom too, or like that's what it's like in my family. And I think projects like that just tell the stories, that just tell the snapshots. That's what makes people relatable. That's what
Right.
changes people's minds.
and what's exciting about that too is it's another avenue to where he and Tony and his people contacted us
That's right.
about getting involved with
We're
this
starting to
and
get a
getting
number
the
of
word
these.
out there. So
a couple of months actually that they're actually contacting, which is different from us having to go scrounge for stuff, which is helpful.
so things are truly happening all over, and it's the connections and that are everywhere. So that's good.
So I want to give some. Well, okay. Before I do that, so Al Perkins, are you listening? What's the drinking word Oh, well, he's not here in the studio. He normally runs the drinking word for the drinking game on as you're making a drink on the show with Clayton McKee.
I'm like, okay.
That's a super drink.
I know.
That is
Okay.
not a drink.
That's what I'm like,
This-
okay, so Crown at not even 2 o'clock.
No, that's crap. This
No.
is, yeah.
I know this is a polite drink.
Right.
That's
Okay.
a super drink.
Well, because we
It's
do
a super
because
drink.
we do 3 hours live, I have to have some industrial
Of
backup.
course, of course,
That's
of course.
6 specific to
Well, it's
9
from the Lord. Look.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
from the Lord.
see?
I'm
I like
sure.
my boys from Mexico and my booze from Canada.
Oh, all right.
See? Just
Nice.
bad, isn't it? Just bad.
I'm gonna pray for him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Could you do that on that devotional?
Okay,
on
see,
that devotional?
okay, on that devotional show. Okay, we
Lord,
better
Saving
Alright,
not
souls
need to
with
do
Gene
that.
Moore.
Help Clayton, because this man is drinking up
Okay.
a storm.
All right, already.
And can I just say it was so cool that you did all that talking and see the Lord? He's in here with you, Clayton.
Okay.
I know.
Miss
See?
Clayton,
I
Miss
feel-
Clayton, do you
I
feel
feel-
the
Okay,
Lord?
see?
Let the Lord tell you something. She did all that talking and ate that whole cookie.
Okay, see?
She's good.
Okay.
That is something.
No, but you know, that reference you just gave me, I'm just so honored because
Which
you know
part?
that touched
The
me.
Miss Ebony?
Yes.
Well, you're a
you know
black
that.
wife. You're a
Okay.
black woman.
Okay, but that touched me. You know that touched
All
me,
right.
didn't you? Because that was just like, ooh. And for those of you who don't know who Miss Ebony is, you better Google her, okay?
Mhm.
No,
Or
you're
you
the
can
voice
look
I
it
want to
up.
hear when I'm
She was
driving around
on-
at like 10 p.m. at night, in the car, like
Yeah.
long road trip. Like you're the kind of soothing voice. I just
You
want
know,
talking me.
You should do a
know,
GPS.
See?
on I-10.
You should do a
That
GPS.
sounds good, huh?
Mhm.
Huh? That sounds good.
Well, I
Again.
wanted to throw out some thank yous. This is not the last show of the year, but since we have a larger audience than normal and so forth, to people who have helped us out this year, whether it was kind of mutual help, we help them and they help us or whatnot. But obviously for the audience, in terms of we couldn't have grown. We couldn't have done what we have done if there was no one listening. So to the audience who are the fans of whether you're listening live or you listen to the archived shows or soon that you'll actually be able to watch us on video, we thank you because we do this not to just hear ourselves talk. We do love this. It's definitely part entertainment. It would be like infotainment perhaps. But anyways, maybe Clayton's different. But anyways.
Me too sometimes, okay? Hey.
But we want to give
I was
some...
praying for him when he was talking. Lord,
We
help
want to give
Clayton.
some thank yous and shout outs to Phoenix Pride, Flagstaff Pride, the Out in the Desert Film Festival, In Touch News, Ion Arizona for giving us that, what was it, the Spectrum Award or whatever.
last year.
Yeah,
we took
earlier
that
in the
cool
year.
Picture. That
Echo
was cool.
magazine did a mention for us. Echelon, LGBT Business Magazine, has covered us a couple times. Compete Magazine, our friends at Compete Magazine and Compete Radio. And Lytro. Actually, they just emailed me the other day. They've got some cool new stuff coming out with their cameras now. You can actually shift the perspective on their pictures. Anyways, look that up on Google or lytro.com. Anyways, they helped us out big time with a promotion earlier in the year. And, of course, our syndicated partners, people like Ace London, who we mentioned.
Ace London.
The various shows that we carry on the network. This Show is So Gay, The Queen City Experience, Gay Sunday Brunch, Cocktails and Cream Puffs, and, of course, Feast of Fun. And the other two people sitting in this room to my right or to my left, whatever angle we might be on, who have become pretty much my inner circle of people that I look to for advice. I send text messages to, hey, what do you think about this? And sometimes they send back saying, no. They said, bad idea.
That's me.
They
See?
say,
Okay.
we're not doing that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I'd say that a lot.
To Babe, who I've known for forever, but now I've known so much better over the past year and a half since she joined me as co-host. And we do our power breakfasts and we do our planning. And we do this week to week, or most weeks.
Right.
And I don't know where this show would have been without you.
Thank you, dear.
I just don't know. And
It would have just been the Joe Show. That's what it would have been.
He was getting ready
which
to
I was
cry.
getting tired of my
He
own
was having
voice.
a moment. He was getting ready to cry.
See, quit.
I heart
you
you,
getting ready to
babe.
cry?
I heart you too, sweetie. I do.
And to the man who a year ago I didn't know as well as I do now, and I still don't know him that well because he has this mystere to him.
Not
To
biblically.
the man who built us all a new radio to live in.
Okay, to live
Right,
in.
'cause
I
I-
love it.
I really live in
Right.
the radio.
Okay. Right.
He joins the network. Then 4 months later, we're building a new studio. I'm like, okay, let's roll with it.
Okay. See?
But really, I don't. I come into this studio and I look and I'm like, I was just showing some people last night. and they were just like blown away. And everyone comes in here and they're blown away. And I walk in here and I'm still blown away because I'm like, who did this? Like, how did this come to being in the past couple months? But this was a community effort, but yet it was your effort of saying we can do X, Y, Z. There's no problem. We'll just chop up desks and put things together and buy stuff and put up walls in 3 weeks.
Okay. And he did it.
And he did it. He's just, Clayton, you're just amazing.
I just wanted a nice place.
Okay. See, to be in the radio. Okay.
Right, to live in the radio.
To live in the radio. That's right.
You know,
That's right.
You gave a shout out to Ion AZ, and I would say that we give another one to them because we would not have found out about this.
Correct.
space.
That's
Right.
correct. To Jack, we were
Right.
chatting about potentially doing something together with which hasn't come to fruition, but they're above us.
In the building.
Right. See?
And so thank you to them because we wouldn't have found this
Right.
without that conversation.
Swoop that up quick.
But thank you, Clayton. I know I send you all these messages. I'm like, can we do this? He's like, yeah. Can we fix the microphones? Yeah, we get and you're just amazing.
Well, thank you.
You're just amazing.
He
So
looks good too.
That's the second reference.
I was gonna say, you said
We
that.
should-
I
we
You
should
didn't
said
use
that
y'all
I
again.
for a
didn't
little
do my
bit.
hair today or put mine on.
Okay,
So,
see,
right, you know what I'm saying?
I just went to the shop this week, so I'm all right. I'm all right. A little bit tight still up in here, okay?
Tight's good, baby.
Yes,
Tight's
it is.
good.
Yes, it is.
and with that, we're out of time.
We're out of time, but I want to just say again, thank you all for being in the studio with us, and for people to
Thank
check
you.
out at thecomedyspot.net and check out the date, which is going to be Thursday, December 13th. Headliner Jason Stewart at the original Gay Comedy
Hello.
Night. Okay,
Right.
that's
you.
it. And Joe?
And check us out. Of course, episode 101
Right?
coming next week. And then we'll be off for a couple weeks and we'll be back.
Slacker.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. We
I
know
take
you
vacation time.
See, we know.
They're going to be on every week until the end of the world. Which,
See?
speaking of that, we just announced it's a new thing we just got. Q Talk America on the day of the end of the Mind calendar, the December 21st. We're going to have this strange end of the world special with Rick Schaefer and Dr. Lisa Bufton talking about the new energy that the Earth is going through and all kinds of interesting stuff. It just came into being, and it's still in development, but that'll be 7 p.m. local time, 6 p.m. Pacific time until the end of the world. So
See how we do what we do?
You're gonna need more booze.
See?
yeah, that's Friday, December 21st. Anyways, to our live listeners, to the people on the audio podcast, and to the people watching us on YouTube,
Dead listeners.
thank you. Check us out on all the places: Google+, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course, the nexus of everything at qtalkamerica.com, and of course, next year, qtalkamerica.tv.
That we'll see. I love it.
I'm Joe DeGanzik.
And I'm Babe Kayla.
Thank you to our guests, Gene and Rachel,
Rachel.
and of course, the man, the show, the Clayton McKee.
All right.
We'll talk to you next week.